I'm back, and this is the final episode. What's up, guys? Jacob James Alexander back again today. Yeah, it is recording, sweet. With the final chapter of my CD collection videos. I've really enjoyed making these videos, honestly. It's been really cool to run back through this collection again and kind of talk about these albums, having had a little more experience listening to them than I did when I made my very first videos on YouTube, which was my vinyl and CD collection way back in the day. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and we're going to do kind of a special one today. I got all kinds of different weed items. I got the Joshua Bong Miho loaded up with some fucking skunk, dude. And then I got a Mango Kush sesh cartridge. We'll actually start the video off with a rip from this. No, it was off. These are fucking delicious, man. The sesh cartridges. One of my favorite ways to consume THC discreetly. And I'm also going to be taking some dabs. We got some live resin here. This is some White Dog Fire. Absolutely fucking awesome. And I got 2 stacks of CDs to go through. So, yeah, we're going to get super stoned. I'm going to smoke this bowl real quick. I'm going to take this dab. And we're going to get it all started. First, I'm going to grab a quick drink of water. By the way, I got a Bathing Ape Baby Milo. It's basically a sippy cup, but it's fucking sick. Honestly, I love it. So yeah, let's smoke a bunch of weed, and then we'll get into the CDs. Cheers, boys. Massive. Ooh. Give me about 25 seconds of recovery time on that. Mamma mia. Pizzeria. Fuck yeah, dude. That shit tastes great. And we'll take a dab as well. Just for funsies. So yeah, final part of my fucking CD collection video. Really fucking glad that I went through all these, and thank you guys so much again for all your support and stuff. And I probably won't be making any more videos for quite a long time. Actually, that's not true. I have Sorcier de Glace Snowlands from the greatest man alive, or one of them, Mr. Count Blagarath. I've been heating this for too long because I'm just talking. And once I get my die-hard edition of Sorcier de Glace Snowland in from Sean, who did a fucking fantastic job with his label, Celestial Oak Productions, putting it out. I'm going to leave a link to that in the description if I remember. And so yeah, I'll do an unboxing of that. After that, I don't have many videos planned. But if you guys have any videos you want to make, just let me know in the comments. Oh my god. Lord have mercy on my soul. I'll go for the trifecta here. I really hope I can pull this off, this fake. So I have to take my jacket off too. I'm getting fucking ripped. Alright, I think that's good enough to start out with. Alright, 4 minutes into the video, and I haven't showed any music, but we'll start doing that right now. Hell's Headbangers compilation, I believe this is volume 8. Yep. This one has some really fucking awesome shit on it. You know, Tablis, Scythian, Goat Semen, Deathhammer, Cyanide, Perverser, Satanic Warmaster. Really awesome compilation. 1 song from each band listed on the back. I don't know if they still do it, but you used to get these for free when you'd order from Hell's Headbangers. Really good. Inquisition, Ominous Doctrines of the Perpetual Mystical Macrocosm. For some reason, I never have as much trouble saying the name of this album as a lot of people do. I believe the lead singer and guitarist of this band is a fucking pedophile scumbag, or at least has sexual interest in children, which fuck that shit. But as I have said in many other videos, if the music is good, I will listen to the music, regardless of if it has National Socialist views, you know, far left, far right political views, or even shit as despicable as Inquisition. But speaking purely musically, this is a fantastic album. They played great when I saw them live. They put on a good live show. And yeah, really, really solid sort of cosmic black metal that I really, really enjoy. But yeah, fuck Incubus or Dagon, whichever one it was. Ooh, nice. Gnaw Their Tongues, All the Grand Magnificence of Perversity. The Dread Magnificence of Perversity, my bad. Really, really brutal, experimental, noisy grindcore album. Really, really nasty artwork on the inside as well. Very, very brutal album though. Intolitarian, Death Angle Absolution. I thought it was pretty cool when it came out. It was like super brutal and edgy. But I can't say I really even enjoy the music all that much anymore. It's just a little too chaotic, I don't know. But yeah, Antichrist Kramer and Storm on the inside. Good album every once in a while if you just want to listen to something insanely brutal and horrific and crazy. One of my very favorite black metal albums of all time, Ayat, 6 Years of Dormant Hatred. These guys have another one that came out recently called Carry On, Carrion, which is a fucking fantastic album as well. But I prefer this one just slightly more. Really brutal, raw, dirty sounding black metal from Lebanon. Best tracks on here: Fornication and Murder, The Fine Art of Arrogance, Puking Under Radiant Moonlight followed by a Century-Long Ejaculation, one of the best song titles of all time, and Necro Narcos. These guys are fucking filthy black metal. I love this band. On a slightly different note, Alda Passage. Really, really beautiful album. I think I prefer Tahoma, Alda's first album. That album to me is right up there with The Mantle by Agalloch as one of the greatest Cascadian atmospheric black metal releases of all time. But this one is also fantastic. I actually got this for free. My friend Tommy, he lives in Miami now. Shout out my boy Tommy. He ordered this album, and then I guess he ordered it twice by mistake, and so he gave me the other one for free. So that's one of the rare times I got a really awesome album for free. So hell yeah. The Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, Question the Answers. Pretty good ska punk. I really like the song Pictures to Prove It and Toxic Toast. Really cheesy, 90s ska punk, but if you have a place in your heart for music like that, I like this album a lot. Deceased, Surreal Overdose. Sick death thrash album, old school style. This one came out in 2011 though. I believe this is like the Japanese edition. I bought this at Hell's Headbangers when I saw them live. Also saw October 31 live, which was really, really fucking cool. But Deceased is easily King Fowley, is that his name? Easily my favorite project he's done. Ghost Bath, Moon Lover. I like this album a lot. I know Ghost Bath is kind of a meme, but I think it's really good. This is another album that I could put on if I'm driving somewhere with like my mom or something, and she'll enjoy it and I'll enjoy it. Revenge, Behold Total Rejection. Came with a patch when I bought it, which was pretty cool. And I didn't really like Revenge at all when I first heard them. I just thought they were kind of too chaotic, and I preferred bands like, I don't know, like Black Witchery that were a little more sort of consistently, I don't know, just kind of had a more traditional, less noisy war metal sound. But this album has grown on me a lot, and I really do fucking like Revenge, and this is a really good one. Definitely not their best. I'd say their early material, it's like Scum Collapse Eradication, I would consider to be slightly superior. Armor, self-titled, rippin' fucking speed, heavy metal album. Lead singer of Satanic Warmaster. This is his side project. It's a really, really awesome, epic shit. I love the song Sex, Demons, Satan's Knights, and Can't Resist Your Spell. Speaking of Count Blagarath earlier on, fucking Utstadt Hurungavager, if that's how you say it. Really, really awesome, epic black metal album. Kind of reminds me of Summoning, but with a little more traditional instrumentation and song structures, which I really like. Here's the inside. Celestial Oak Productions did an amazing job with this press, and I know that Sean's pressing Utstad's next album too, which I'm really, really stoked about. But yeah, and there's also a swastika in there. Proves that Sean's a Nazi. Just kidding, guys. It's not a swastika. I just like to fuck around about that. It's just like some old sun wheel symbol. But yeah. Satanic Warmaster of the Night. This is a 2-track EP. The song Chronicles of Thy Astral Blood is really, really cool. I'd never heard of this project before. I mean, I've heard of Satanic Warmaster, but never the Of the Night EP. But I bought it at Hell's Head Bash, and it's really, really cool. Gotta hit the vape, of course. Oh yeah, this is Agalloch Faustian Echoes. Really, really great EP. Super epic single track about the story of Faust. Very cool. Pretty much an album that every metalhead has a huge boner for, including myself. It's probably my second favorite album ever. Agalloch, The Mantle. Just a banger, dude. It's just a banger. If you haven't heard it, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Agalloch, Serpent and the Spear. This was their last album before their untimely breakup over ego issues or whatever. I don't fucking know. I'm just talking shit. But yeah, I really like this album as well. But not necessarily, probably not even in my top 3 favorite Agalloch albums. But it is really solid. Devourment. Fuck, what's this album called? I'm gonna remember it without looking at the side. Butcher the Weak. Conceived in Sewage. Fuck, I'm an idiot. This is a really, really fucking awesome album. Really brutal slam death metal from Texas, dude. I don't know what to say. Devourment keeps killing it. Originally this came in a slipcase, but I think I just fucked up the slipcase over the years, and it's gone now. Cult de Ghoul, Spectres over Transylvania. Amazing 30-minute song that is just pure evil. It's like, this is like the black metal equivalent of like a fucking black and white snuff fucking film. Like, it's just so gnarly. Very gothic and evil. I sound like a straight idiot right now. Visigoth, The Revenant King. Fantastic fucking album. I remember when this came out, it was just spinning 24/7 in my car. This was all I would fucking listen to. And it is badass. I really like their new album as well. I can't remember the name of it, but it's very, very solid. And yeah, vocal, I can't remember his name. I'm gonna find it out. Jake Rogers from Visigoth, and also from Gallow Braid. Fucking awesome vocalist and fucking awesome project. Speaking of fucking awesome albums, Windsor, Into Darkness. Very oppressive, funereal, old school death doom that is mixed very strangely, and this is just a fucking terrific album. Southern Lord Records, they know what the fuck is up when they re-released this. Onto a band that I pretty much started listening to metal with, or rock, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Sick Puppies, Dressed Up as Life. I talked about these guys a lot on my channel, saying they were kind of the band that got me started with it. This album in particular, because even though it's mostly sort of like alternative metal, kind of a new metal sort of thing going on, there's a few really, really fucking heavy moments on here. Like the song The Bottom has just a super crunchy, crazy riff. And the harsh vocals on the song Pitiful. Well, not super harsh, but yeah, it was just a kind of a depressive, angsty album that I listened to a lot when I was a kid. And I definitely don't really listen to it anymore, but it definitely holds a place in my heart. Kvelertak with Natsferd. Shit, I haven't listened to this album in a while, man. I should really play this one again. This is an awesome album, man. Just like super fun riffs, great vocals. It's a great album to just put on and like drive to when it's still like, you know, it's still a metal album. Like, it's still fucking banging. It's still got the harsh vocals. And yeah, I love this shit. Deathhammer, Evil Power. Very, very sick thrash album. Probably one of my favorite modern thrash projects. Satan is Back, Power Trip, Belial's Curse. Crazy fucking album, dude. Saw these guys live at Hell's Head Bash, tearing up a Bible in the pit. Shit's going crazy. There's like a half an inch of beer on the floor. It was sick. I wish I kind of had my whole collection of this band, Yob, in one, because I know I've shown the other 2 albums I have by them, but I haven't shown this one. This is Clearing the Path to Ascend. Yob, terrific stoner doom metal. And this one in particular is really good. It's the one that preceded their newest album, Our Raw Heart, and it's not my favorite, but it's very solid. And I've talked about Yob a lot in my previous videos, so I'm not going to ramble on about how much I love them too much. This is actually the first CD I ever bought. This is Bob Marley and the Wailers Live Forever. Really cool album, actually. Just a live concert recording of Bob Marley. And I actually enjoy, one of the rare times I actually enjoy the live performances a lot more than the original songs. This thing's just super fucked up. I've had it for so long. But yeah, I would pretty much fall asleep listening to this album every night when I was like 12 or 13. And I love it. Shut Up. Them Belly Full. The Heathen, Is This Love, Natural Mystic, Jammin', No Woman, No Cry, Zion Train. Just can't get more classic than some Bob Marley, dude. Alright, since I just showed a Bob Marley album, I'm going to take a quick pause and rip this. We're 16 minutes in. I guess since this is the last one, it won't be a huge deal if it runs over, but, you know, whatever. I mean, I don't know that it's going to run over. I don't really have a time on it, but it might just be long as fuck. Crushed. Alright. This is Hellrennar with Niederkunft. This is a really cool album, man. This was one of my favorites when it came out in 2015. It's like pagan black metal, but not like just like in the sense of like Corpiclani or Insufferum. Like it's very much black metal based, but with like sort of just like folky sort of song structures. But this was one of my favorite albums when it came out back in 2015, and one of my favorites of the year, and it's really good. Amon Amarth, Jomsviking. I bought this right when it came out because I was so stoked for a new Amon Amarth album. But I didn't really have my standards super high, my expectations super high for it because Deceiver of the Gods already hadn't really impressed me too much. So I didn't have a very high standard going into this one. But I mean, there's a few pretty heavy songs, but overall as an album, I wouldn't say it's the best. Carcass, Heartwork. I believe this is actually a first press, which is pretty cool. And I really like this album. Really awesome riffs. Damn, I'm such a fucking... I'm like holding it over here. It's, yeah, really fucking good. The song Heartwork is an immortal riff that will go down in history in metal. Immortalized by the awesomeness of that album. Alright, we got one stack down. We're 18 minutes in. See if I can keep this under a half hour, because I really do want to get it done in a nice, concise 5-part series. So yeah, let's get it. Insufferum, From Afar. Really good album. I have the flag right over there. I'm not going to turn the camera to show it. A lot of people say they don't like the song Stone Cold Metal because it's sort of like a western-y, like, you know, lots of like banjos and folk instrumentation kind of thing. But I think it's really kind of cool and almost kind of funny just to hear a band that only sings about like Vikings and ancient battles decide to sing about like the American, like the wild West. It's a pretty fucking cool song. Yes, dude. My Dying Bride, Feel the Misery. I showed my other 2 My Dying Bride albums in the last video, and this is fucking terrific, man. They really can do no wrong, except that one album that was like 0.388% or whatever the fuck that album was called. It had some weird ass name. But yeah, fucking amazing. And My Father Left Forever, A Cold New Curse, I Celebrate Your Skin, and then the title track, Feel the Misery, is so heavy without really having to rely on like harsh vocals. This is probably the cleanest singing I've heard on the My Dying Bride album in terms of like doing almost the whole album with just clean vocals. Midnight. Can you tell that I like Midnight? I used to have a Midnight flag right there, but I sold it to my friend so she could give it to her boyfriend for his birthday. And then shit did not work out at all with that. So I don't have my Midnight flag anymore, but I still have my shirt and my 2-disc copy of Satanic Royalty. A very, very fucking awesome album. Probably when I saw him at Hell's Head Bash with my friend Kane, probably like the craziest fucking... one of the craziest shows I've ever seen, just in terms of their energy and the response from the crowd. And he told me that he's seen Midnight once or twice since then. I don't go to nearly as many fucking shows as he does. But he said that they were even better the next time that he saw them. So, fuck yeah, dude. Midnight, Complete and Total Hell. This is an old demo compilation. I'm still just fucking holding it over here. Really, really good album. I really like the song Vomit Queens, Black Rock and Roll, All Hail Hell. Really, really good shit. This is Grand Magus with Iron Will. Really, really good album. Not necessarily... It's probably one of the weaker Grand Magus albums I've heard. I should have maybe said really, really good band, because this isn't one of my favorite Grand Magus albums. I really like the song when the ore strikes the water, I Am the North, and maybe the title track as well is pretty good. But it's not their most epic album. But the album art by A$AP Decker, I believe. I think that's the artist's name. He's done all kinds of shit. I think he did the Sleep Dope Smoker reissue as well. But that's a really fucking cool artwork. Of course you can't see it in my always shitty-ass camera. This is one of my fucking favorite projects, dude. I love this album more and more every time I listen to it. This is Boris with Merzbow, Gensho. This is basically one CD is all Boris with some slight collaboration with Merzbow at points. And then the second disc is just insane harsh noise tracks by Merzbow. And I fucking love this album. And yeah, I don't know what else to say, man. Really, really fucking heavy. Just look up the song Huge and watch the video on YouTube. And I guarantee you, your dick will be blown off. This is a pretty recent addition to my collection. Bob Dylan's Greatest Hits. I really like Bob Dylan. I think he's a fantastic songwriter, and I grew up listening to a lot of Bob Dylan. But a lot of people say his voice is annoying and whiny and shit. I don't know. I really like it. I think that he's awesome. This has just, some of his fucking best songs from the early days of his career, pretty much. Really, really good. Wreckmeister Harmonies. This is like a huge experimental music collective from New York. I saw them open for Bell Witch, and it was probably the most incredible, I'd never heard of them before at all, and they just completely blew me away with their performance, so I had to buy the album when I saw it. This has fucking members of Indian, Twilight, it has Rest from Leviathan, and all kinds of other, various indie, noise, atmospheric music projects. That's what the inside of it looks like. Just a fucking amazing album. Ambient metal that starts very beautiful and just slowly becomes an incredibly fucking not horrific, but I'm so bro. Just an incredibly menacing and doomy fucking experience. Really, really good fucking album. This is 2 on 1 CD. Then it all came down, and You've Always Meant So Much to Me. And I think those are just 2 songs that are both of epic length, but I can't quite remember. There might be a few tracks. This is Draugnim with Vulturine. Fucking awesome album as well, dude. Kind of in the vein of Hellrunar that I showed before. It's pagan-themed black metal that's very, very just melodic and riffy and fantastic. I can't remember what year this came out. It might have been the same as that other one that I was talking about. Yeah, this is a 2015 release as well. So yeah, this and Hellrennar were some of my favorite releases of that kind of genre in that year. Really like the album artwork. Super dark, but it's really good. Ghost with Meliora. You know, you guys know what's up. I'm sure you all have your own feelings about Ghost. Water with the Wild Hunt. Fuck, excuse me. Very, very good fucking album. I haven't heard too much Watain, honestly, but I really do like this one, even though I know a lot of people said that it kind of was a letdown at first. I really, really like it, especially the song they wrote on. And Black Flames March. Very, very good shit. Xasthur, Telepathic with the Deceased. Probably Xasthur's most complete, monolithic, and just in total disturbing work. It's, to me, this is kind of most of what Xasthur's done is very, very fucking good, but I would say this is probably the crown jewel of Scott Connor's discography. Really, really fucking brutally depressing, dude. Really, really good album. Let's take a few rips off the old Mango Kush while I talk about ISIS with Panopticon. There's the back. Really, really cool post-metal album. Very sludgy. I'm really into sort of hypnotic, very affected riffing. And I haven't heard much else from the band ISIS, but I really, really do like this one. And I think it's hilarious that after, like in 2015, when ISIS was doing all this fucking, the fucking Syrian civil war starting and shit, they had to change their Facebook name to just the band ISIS. There's also a fucking bookstore in Denver here called ISIS Bookstores that had to change its name because they were getting attacked, like their store was getting like egged and graffitied because their name was ISIS Books. So I just think that's pretty fucking funny. You get the old Wombo combo. Trying to go all out for this one, dudes. It's the last one. Inquisition. Bloodshed across the something or other. Bloodshed across the Empyrean altar beyond the celestial zenith. Another really good album by Inquisition. It wasn't with the other one because my CDs are fucked up. At least these ones are now. But yeah, really good album as well. Wolves in the Throne Room. Black Cascade. I'm getting back. I need to fucking stop doing that. It's pissing me off. Very, very good album. 4 tracks. My personal favorite is the last, Crystal Ammunition. Wolves in the Throne Room is great to put on in your earbuds. Just go for a walk in the woods. And yeah, I'm sure y'all fucking know that. But yeah, really, really good fucking nature-worshipping atmospheric black metal. Dude, I didn't realize I actually had another Mighty Mighty Boss Tones album. That's kind of funny. This is Let's Face It. It has that song, The Impression That I Get. I'm sure you've all heard way too many times on the radio. But it's pretty cool. I much prefer The Question, The Answers. And I can't remember the name of their very first album that had the cover of Motor Breath by Metallica. But that was pretty fucking sick. Alright, I'm going to take a quick sip of water. I can't say the word sip anymore. Finish this off, take another dab, and fucking boss through these last CDs because I'm about to hit 30 minutes. I can't make videos that are just this ridiculously long. Or maybe I can, fuck it. Hold her in. holding it. Forgot to mention, part of the reason I'm smoking this heavily is because I'm about to go on a 3-week tolerance break, and I'm not going to be smoking any weed for 3 weeks. And so yeah, I can expect severe nightmares, and pretty much that's the only side effect that I've ever noticed when I stop. Other than that, I pretty much go about my normal business. Sick Puppies Tripolar. This is the deluxe edition with the Polar Opposite acoustic EP. I used to have a major crush on her when I was like 13. And yeah, it's kind of like a way shittier version of the other Sick Puppies album I showed, Dressed Up as Life. Way more kind of like mainstream hard rock kind of sounds. I mean, there's a couple songs that were okay. And when it came out, I was stoked as hell about it. But looking back on it, it's not very good. This is the non-deluxe version of that album. This is Death. If you've ever heard of this band called Death, they're like a really, really underground death metal band that no one knows about. And this is their... I'm kidding. But yeah, I really like Human by Death. I really like Spiritual Healing, Leprosy as well. And I also have kind of a soft spot for the Sound of Perseverance. That was actually what I first got into Death on, even though it's a very different kind of sound. But I love Chuck Schuldner's talent on the guitar and vocals, and he always picked such incredible musicians to work with him. And this is a fantastic album. Rest in peace to Chuck. Age of Taurus, Desperate Souls for Tortured Times. Of Tortured Times. Okay album. I don't know. It's like trying to be like traditional doom metal in the style of Candlemass, but the vocals just can't really compete. The riffs just can't really compete. It's just not too big on it. Sun, collaboration with Boris. This is Altar. Very, very, very heavy and bleak and beautiful at times. Yeah, really nice packaging. I really like the digipack. And yeah, just a very, very fucking heavy album. Fried Eagle Mind is a crazy musical fucking adventure. Agalloch, Ashes Against the Grain. When I bought this at a used CD store, someone put the price stickers right on this fucking little slip sleeve, which fucking sucks because you can't take them off without just completely leaving a massive fucking scratch in it, and it sucks. But yeah, probably Agalloch's one of the more metal focused albums they've done, and I really, really do fucking love it. Limbs, Falling Snow, fucking amazing shit. And the very final CD in these collection videos. It's kind of a funny album, but I'm just going to build up a bunch of anticipation before I show it for no reason, just because it's the very last one in the bizarre random order I took these off the shelf. And so yeah, cheers to you guys. Thank you so much for watching this dumbass video. And this one goes out to you. And, I was supposed to, I doubt whoever this is going to watch this far into the video. They'll probably watch the first 10 minutes and be like, fuck this guy. But, Danny Vasquez, did you want me to do a dab for you? I'm pretty sure you asked me that in the comments. If so, man, this one goes out to you. And also it goes out to everyone else who watched, but especially you because you requested that I take a dab for you. So, hopefully you enjoy this, Danny. I'm going to blow the smoke right into the webcam so you can inhale it, and all my other people who are viewing this right now for whatever reason, please feel free to do the same. This one is for you guys. Rock hard. That was the Big Daddy, dude. Last but certainly not least, Shitfucker, Suck Cocks in Hell. Really, really fucking awesome album. Like, almost like, just like sleazy war metal is almost like how I would describe it, with a lot of like thrash, and the guy literally has his fucking dick out right there. You probably can't see it, but he literally just has his dick poking out of his fucking studded leather sex man pants. So yeah, this is the uncensored cover. Apparently the censored cover is actually a lot rarer. But come on, guys, it's not racist. It's just the S and the F because they moved the thing. You get it? Haha. But yeah, Sex Dungeon, Acid Bath, Go to Hell, Satan Insanity, Smash Your Skull Against the Wall. Really, really fucking album. Really, really fucking album. Really, really fucking awesome album. I am a straight idiot at this point. Alright. Cheers, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And, yeah, make sure to, fucking check out my Sorcier de Glace unpackaging when I get my Die Hard edition in from Sean, because I'm super fucking excited about that. And, yeah. Thank you guys so much. Stay metal. Rock hard. And, you know, don't drink and drive.